Welcome back to Whole Brain Coffee, your premier source for coffee and contemplation. And today, we're going to be taking a look at the original Dunkin Donuts blend, known by many as the quintessential donut shop coffee. So this coffee is loved by many individuals across the US. It is a very popular, very prominent brand. We're going to be taking a look at exactly why this coffee is so popular.
This coffee is enjoyed by millions in drive-thrus all around the country. And today we have the whole bean version, and we're gonna try to make something out of it that hopefully is decent, to say the least. Now Dunkin was kind enough to include a set of instructions in this bag on how to make this.
What are those?
Step 1, start with a clean coffee maker.
Okay.
Check. Step 2, grind the beans before brewing. Check. And with that being said, I'll put the bag down because we won't be following any of those instructions. We'll be making this coffee the whole brain method to figure out the best taste. With that being said, let's go ahead and get brewing, and we'll try to make the best out of this bag that we possibly can.
Absolutely. Let's get started. All right, everyone, so we've got our coffee poured. We are ready to go ahead and taste this. And what are some of your thoughts, some of your expectations for this particular blend?
I've had Dunkin's coffee quite a bit, like most people do, in a drive-thru, in a pinch. I've never actually tried their coffee in a whole bean format. And never actually had it made in a, authentic way, not just drip, and then sat and have it sit for hours or days on end. So I'm kind of curious to see how it would compare. Yeah,
absolutely. So, I never had it either. So we're about to go ahead and find out exactly what makes this coffee so popular.
You've never actually had this out of a bag either, right?
No, never. So we're gonna go ahead and see what makes this so popular. Cheers.
I am a little bit curious though, how much you have to love Dunkin Donuts coffee to buy this.
Wow.
Instead of, well, maybe there is a reason.
I would actually say this is, though, granted, this is not the best bag of coffee I've had, not the best coffee, but honestly, by comparison, it's not actually as bad as I thought it would be.
That's not bad at all.
That's not bad at all. And actually, one thing we did notice is if you look at the beans on here, they look pretty fresh, actually. Like they have a nice cask here. Like they look really, really good.
I'm gonna be honest, man. Expectations were at an all-time low.
Yes, absolutely.
Expectations could not have been lower, but they have been surprisingly and pleasantly exceeded.
I would say so too. I actually think that really if you're looking for a cheap morning coffee that actually tastes pretty good, decent, even good, I'll even go ahead and say good, you might want to try the Dunkin' Whole Bean. I'm not gonna lie.
Probably like the standard, an expensive coffee would probably be something like an 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
I would say it's right up there with it. And maybe even a little bit
better. I would say it's better. I'd say it's better.
Bro, I am actually very impressed by this.
I am too. I'm actually greatly surprised how good this is.
Authentic reactions, guys. Authentic reactions. First time testing.
Yep, all you get here at Whole Brain is authentic reactions, so.
Yeah, man.
So on the Whole Brain scale, what would you give this surprisingly good morning coffee?
Dude, for the price, this bag was what, like $6 and 50 cents, something like that. Honestly, I was hoping that it would be bad because that's what I was expecting. And, it's confirmation bias, and it feels good when you're right about something before you even get into it. But I was wrong. I think we both were. And I would give it like a 6.8.
Yeah.
Honestly, man. Especially considering the price for $6.
I will say for the value of this coffee, because you taste chocolate, like not too much either. It's not too rich. You taste chocolate. It has this lovely, I would even say lovely nuttiness to it that if you enjoy like a nice medium roast coffee, like this is right up your alley. I'd go ahead and give it somewhere between a 6 and a 7, probably like a 6 point. I'll give it a 7. I'll give it a 7. Nice. Why not? I'll go ahead and give this a 7 because my expectations were superseded. And for the value, I think it's worth a 7 in review. For the value, I think you'd be hard pressed to find within this price range anything really that's a whole lot better.
Yeah, as far as flavor, it's pretty mild. There's not really anything interesting in it, right? There's not a whole lot of, nothing really jumps out at you.
It's your typical medium roast coffee.
It's a pretty typical, it's an enjoyable morning cup, man.
So
surprisingly good.
Wow, I was not
good.
expecting this at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep.
Yeah, man. You know, and full disclosure, we tried a Starbucks version of this. What is it? Their Pike or whatever.
There's a Pike Place roast, and
before this we tried.
Right. We noticed as we opened the bag there was a chemical smell, oxidization. We tried it, and it was
horrendous.
It was bad.
It was just disgusting. It was the worst thing I ever tasted in my life.
I would say it's up there for me too. It's probably the worst coffee I've ever had, unfortunately.
But this Dunkin Donuts did not disappoint.
If I were in the market for something in this price range, I would buy it. Like, I would straight up buy this from the store. It's actually, like, it looks good. It doesn't have this oxidized smell. It smells nutty, it smells better, that's for sure, than the Pike Place roast we had.
It smells good.
And it
smells clean.
Delicious, yeah.
It smells clean. Yeah.
I would say
wow, man.
This is really surprising. So
not bad.
I think with that, we can go ahead and close up and say that this actually superseded our expectations, and we'll go ahead and actually even recommend for the morning coffee drinker who wants anything that's relatively inexpensive. Go ahead and pick a bag of this up. It's not half bad at all. It's actually pretty good.
I'm very surprised. We are not sponsored by Dunkin', by the way. You know, if maybe somebody from a Dunkin' corporate is watching this, maybe, you know what I mean. Yeah. But listen,
you hear us.
We're not sponsored. We bought this with our own, hard-earned money. And
yes.
$6, man. You'd be hard pressed to beat that.
I would say so.
$6, man.
So I think with that, we can go ahead and close up shop. And so thank you again for tuning in to Whole Brain Coffee. We hope that this was an educational experience for you. So
it was certainly for us.
Yes, absolutely. So keep using your whole brain. We'll see you in the next one.